Okay, so I told you guys I would make a video of 23 and 25 were important, and this is important, so I want to make sure. So up here they give you values for like what u of 0 is, and then that means the derivative of u at 0. So for a down here, what they're asking you to do is to take the product rule of two terms. So what that would look like would be just u times the derivative of v plus v times the derivative of u. And so we want all these at 0. So you're just going to plug in like u of 0 right here is 5 times the derivative of v right here is 2. And then v is negative 1. And then the derivative there is negative 3. So the answer should be 13. So like if we're going to do b here, that would be a quotient rule. So that would be bottom times the derivative of the top minus top times the derivative of the bottom over the bottom squared. So I'm going to put in v. So that's a negative 1 times the negative 3 minus, and then that's the 2 times the 5. So that would be 3 minus 10 on top, right? Hopefully I did my math right. 3 minus 10. And then over my v squared, so that's 2 squared, so over, oh wait, the v is negative 1, sorry. So negative 1 squared, so that's 1. So answer would be negative 7. 1 like d, c is just like b was. So 1 like d would just be 7 times the derivative of v, and then minus 2 times the derivative of u. So that'd be 7 times v's derivative minus 2 times u's derivative. So 14 plus 6, so we get 20 on those. So if you wanted to look at 24 maybe on your own and try some, the answers are here. So you should get 2, negative 10, 10 ninths, and negative 12. And this is more like an AP type question that they would give you. So you might want to look over those if you got time sitting at home. And then 25 I wanted to show you. So this right here, they want to know the slope of the line here. So you would just use the little trick. So I would say the derivative of that is 2x plus 5. So that's what your y prime is right here, 2x plus 5. And then it says at 3, which just means you plug in 3. So you have 2 times 3 plus 5. So the slope at that point should be 11. So it'd be that one right there. Okay. All right. Now, the other thing is when I was doing the 2.4 notes, when I finished the lesson, I realized that I wrote some stuff on the back that I took off of a different set of notes. So I'm going to talk about them now. So first, if we're given the original function, you find the slopes of the points, those are going to equal your new y values. So what that looks like down here. So if I find the slope at this point, and I want to draw a derivative, this is different. So number 1. So this slope, let's pretend is like negative 1, and it's negative 1 the entire time. So that becomes my new y values on the derivative graph. So all these y values are negative 1. And then let's pretend this is like positive 1, which means all the y values over here are positive 1. And it's the same thing here. This slope becomes all the new y values. So if we do, let's see, up 3 over 2. So from 0 to 2, my slope is 3/2. So like right here. I'm going to put an open dot because it's not going to be defined there. Remember, that's a corner. So from 2, 3, 4. So from 2 to 4, my slope is 0. So I'm going to be down here. And then 4, 5, 6. So then that's again down 2. So we went down 3 over 2. So then that slope would be down here at negative 1.5. Technically, that could be filled in, I guess. So that's right there. So all I'm doing is I'm finding the slopes of the lines and I'm plotting them as y values. So now you could get a tricky one like C, or number 3 here, where they don't actually give you the one, so we're going to have to estimate. So easy ones like C is definitely 0, E is definitely 0. So I'm going to plot those A, B, C, D, E, F. So E is definitely at 0, A, B, C, C is definitely at 0. So then we have to distinguish between these. So I would say A, maybe if that's like a 2, then B would be a 1 because it's getting less steep. And then this is going down, so D might be like a negative 1. And then we're going back up over here, so that might be a positive 1. So at A, I'm going to have my y value at like 2. B would be at 1. D would be down here at negative 1. and then E would be back a positive. Since this is a smooth curve here, then you're going to make your answer into a smooth curve here. And that's not as smooth, but you get the idea of it. It might be like a quadratic or something in this case. Let me know if you guys have any questions.